he learned a lot. You see he's moving. He moved better. His ways, everything. He did everything perfect to win. So I'm glad they are champions.
And how have you been? You're coming back, Canelo, against Billy. Talk to us about the matchup. How excited are you to come back?
I'm excited to be a champion again. McBilly is a hard fighter, so it's gonna be a good fight. I think the styles make a good fight.
And we're leaving before the main event. You're leaving before the main event. Why you don't want to
I just come to see Jaime Munguia.
That's it.
Right. As you just saw right there. 4-division world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and arguably the most accomplished Mexican fighter in boxing history. Saul Canelo Alvarez, 63 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. Walks out on Cinco de Mayo weekend, a massive fight in the sport of boxing between, now you got to say, first ballot Hall of Famer. These guys are solidifying themselves every day in the sport of boxing. Certain guys taking chances. David, the Mexican Ecuadorian monster Benavidez, is now 32 wins, no loss and no draw, 26 wins by way of knockout. He's a 3-division champion, 2-time WBC super middleweight, unified light heavyweight. Now, he didn't win those belts at light heavyweight, and he just became the unified champion at cruiserweight from 168 to 200 pounds and became undisputed in dramatic fashion by stopping Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, who's never been dropped. He dropped him and then stopped him in the 6th round in dominating fashion, right? The world wants to see Canelo versus David Benavidez. Canelo knows, like I told you guys, he's going to get stopped. So he had an excuse. Jaime Munguia, who is trained by his trainer, well-renowned trainer, future Hall of Fame trainer, Eddie Reynoso. Jaime Munguia is a multi-division world champion. He looked spectacular tonight in the co-main event against Resendez. And Canelo had on a Jaime Munguia shirt. He was trolling the fans and David Benavidez, as I told you guys, showing up to the fight. And right before the main event, he walks out the fight. Now, Jaime Munguia won unanimous decision, dominant fashion. Right before the main event, between 2 Mexican fighters on Cinco de Mayo weekend, Canelo Alvarez walks out. Look at David Benavidez. I'm going to go down his resume real quick. He fought Zurdo Ramirez and stopped him. He fought Anthony Yard and stopped him in the 7th. He fought David Morrell, won a unanimous decision. He fought Demetrius Andrade. He fought Alexander Gvozdyk, won a unanimous decision. His first fight at light heavyweight. He fights Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, undefeated, stops him in the 6th round. Fights Caleb Plant. He was going to stop him, but there was a lot of excessive holding on the part of Caleb Plant. Wins a unanimous decision. That's his last 6 fights. Okay? Not to mention, he's young. He beat Anthony Durrell, Jalen Love, Ronald Graville, Ronald Ellis, David Lemieux, right? These are the guys that David Benavidez is fighting and beating. Now, the question is I have, with this activity, right, he decides to walk out. The question that I have is, will the World Boxing Council president, better known as Mauricio Suleiman, and WBC, he said that the pound-for-pound king, the undefeated 5-division world champion, 3-division undisputed champion, first ballot Hall of Famer, the greatest fighter of his era and generation, the undefeated 42-win, no loss, no draw, 31-win by way of knockout, Terrence Bud Crawford, at 38 years of age, 38 after beating Canelo in September, moving up 3 weight classes to beat Canelo and dominated him. He said that Terrence Crawford cowardly retired at 38, going on 39, instead of rematching Canelo in September where he'll be 39 years old. He cowardly retired after he already fought Canelo and beat him and moved up 3 weight classes. Called him a coward. Now, I challenge all media members, and once, let me say this. Shout out to Marcos Villegas and Fight Hub TV. Shout out to my brother Marcus Hayes, who recorded this as well. Shout out to them, Fight Hub TV, and shout out to Marcus Hayes. Shout out to Marcos Villegas. I want to know, is anybody going to put the camera in, and I'm not talking about them two. I'm talking about, is anybody going to put the camera and ask Mauricio Suleiman, is this coward behavior on the part of Canelo Alvarez? Because he never even stepped in the ring. He never even got close to stepping in the ring with David Benavidez. So is that coward behavior on the part of Canelo Alvarez? Mauricio, will you say that out loud? Like you said about Terrence Crawford, comfortably? You comfortably sat there and called Terrence Crawford a coward. Will you comfortably sit there and call Canelo Alvarez acts a cowardly act? Because Terrence Crawford got in the ring. He jumped up 3 weight classes against the three. Canelo's 34 years old. Terrence Crawford, 38. Will he call him a coward? Terrence Crawford got in the ring and beat him. Why he owe him a rematch? For what? The fight wasn't even close. It wasn't like it was competitive. It wasn't like there was a dispute who won the fight. So why does he have to give him a rematch? For what? Based off of what? Just cause? But will you call this man a coward who refused to even come close to stepping in the ring with him, and he's only 1 weight class? He's no weight classes because Canelo has 2 fights at 175 and 5 fights at 168. Benavidez fights at 175. So he is no weight classes difference than Canelo Alvarez. Now, David Benavidez did jump the cruiserweight last night, but he made it abundantly clear that was only for a special event to fight Zurdo on Cinco de Mayo and come back down to 175. He made that abundantly clear that he's coming back to fight Bivol and Beterbiev. Canelo fought twice at 175. Terrence Crawford had never fought at 168. He never fought at 160. And 1 fight at 154. And jumped from 147 to 168. Truly. Or at least 2 weight classes, 154 to 168. 14 pounds. Canelo's jumping no weights because he fought at 175. He became a champion there. So will Mauricio Suleiman call him a coward? I guarantee you he'll be the coward and don't say nothing. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all 1 word. I'm gone. Peace. Y'all just wanted to show y'all the difference between African-American fighters and Mexican fighters. The scrutiny that Terrence Crawford gets is diabolical, and Canelo gets no criticism outside of hardcore real boxing fans. I'm gone. Peace.